As the sign says, welcome to Lightning Ridge, Black Opal, capital of the world. Tourist information, only 500 metres. This is at the Lightning Ridge Artesian bars, and it's all part of the Great Artesian Drive, which the interpretive information here is very good, but it's all part of the old remnants of the Eromanga Sea, so you get to swim in water which is probably in the order of 3 million years old, and it comes up here at about 40 degrees C. So after a hard day's opal mining, it's a superb facility. We've just come out from the Lightning Ridge turnoff, and Walgett 72 to the south, Canamble 187, Gilgandra 284, Dubbo 349, and we'll head south for about 5 to 7 k's after coming 6 kilometres on the Bill O'Brien way out to the Castlereagh Highway, and make our way over to Kambora. Funny thing about Lightning Ridge's population is that the sign on the edge of town has a question mark on it. We don't know. We're just coming up to the Lightning Ridge rest area with the big emu that John Murray, the local artist, has constructed for the community on the left, and over on the right is a rest area with toilets and barbecue facilities and whatever. So we're today going to go across to Kambora, which is 36 kilometres on Lanillo Road. Lightning Ridge is 12 kilometres behind us, and Walgett 65 in front. The road across to Kambora, and then we're going to turn right and go up to the Shipyard, Glengarry, Hilton mining area. The road across to Kambora from the Castlereagh Highway, the Lanillo Road, is unfenced, and so you've got to keep a good eye out for stock, and at night time, of course, roos and emus, both of which will sometimes pop out in the middle of the day, so you've always got to be careful, but it's a good run, good bitumen road all the way to Kambora. For about 9 k's out all the way into Kambora, we go up and down these dune systems, or what appear to be old dune systems of red soil, red sandy soil with the white quartzite rock and sandstone and all sorts of stuff, but it's this lovely 9-10 kilometres of undulating country after we left the old lake bed that was flat all the way back to the Lightning Ridge jump up country. As we approach Kambora, we go through from about 700 metres out a 80k zone, then into the 50 kilometre zone for the enormous city of Kambora, and here we've got the big Telstra Tower, which services the Grawin, Glengarry, Sheepyard mines, and this is an interesting little bunch of people that live here in Kambora. And as you can see, you can go left to Walgett 48 k's, and the Grawin, Glengarry, Sheepyard and Carter's, home of the Black Seam, Opal and Gadooga 87 kilometres on the Wilby Road. So we will be, or maybe we won't. It's interesting to note the vegetation just north of Kambora, primarily cypress pines and eucalypts with the odd acacia in amongst them, and the soil here based on what looks like sandstone and sandy, almost dune country. About 8 k's north of Kambora, the road drops off the jump up country and onto a lake bed, and this area here floods completely when it rains. I think the last time it rained for about 40 days and 40 nights, but yeah, so when this is covered in water, you have to take the alternative route into this area, which is further west. The vehicle just went past the other way, and you can see the dust cloud drifting off into the trees, and that's why the locals say slow down, reduce dust and road damage. But also you've got to look after your tyres and your car, so just be very careful. we're just coming into the original Grawin club in the scrub, and this is where the Grawin golf course is as well, and it operates like any club in Australia, well, New South Wales, and the golf course is quite interesting, and I'll leave that one. There's also a general store at Grawin, and they sell fuel oil, LPG gas, ice, drinks, snacks, groceries, and maps. And also this is the club road into the club in the scrub. Typical right throughout this area are the signs of mining activity with huts and mullock heaps and hoists and blowers and suckers and trucks and all sorts of groovies. This is the Grawin club in the scrub, and so you can get lots of booze if you want to. There's even disabled parking, toilets, and a kid-friendly playground, and if you want to, you can wander over this way and have a round of golf. As you can see, the greens are probably red, and the fairways might have the odd shaft and mullock heap, but it's good for. And on the way out to the Shipyards Pub and Hilton Hotel where we're headed today, we've got the local airstrip, but don't bring any heavy aircraft in because there's probably a few holes going through underneath. This is an interesting part of this part of the world in that no cars pass this area. There's 1 million tonnes of mullock on the mullock heaps here, quite dangerous places because of the fact that you'll get mining trucks coming up there periodically, and also it's quite unstable if you don't know what you're doing and where you're. As we come through this mining area, we can go to the Glengarry Hilton Pub on this road to the right, or today we'll go into the Shipyard Pub, which is well signed here, about 3 kilometres in. And also what's a special feature of this area is the War Memorial. So we've just arrived at the Shipyard War Memorial and Museum, and we'll be coming down here for the dawn service on Anzac Day. Really interesting area because of the fact that it recognises veterans from the First, Second World Wars, and also a whole lot of Vietnam vets who, as you would know, when they got back to Australia, mainly suffered post-traumatic stress syndrome, and we treated them like lepers. So it's a fascinating facility, and very, very special here on April 25th. There are memorials here to the Long Tan Battle, the Delta Devils and Vietnam, Malaya and Borneo, and Korea and First World War, Second World War, the Australian Aboriginals who gave their lives and efforts to the war as well. So fascinating. This is the inside of the museum, and it's a very special collection of memorabilia. And very importantly in these areas of high population is the fact that you've got excellent public service bus stops and so on throughout the area. It's just sad that no buses ever come. Now, seriously, who would have thought there'd be a thong tree out here in the middle of nowhere? Good on you, Nash. And there's always other hazards in the area in addition to mining equipment and trucks moving around. So just be aware and keep your eyes open. Oh my gosh, they weren't lying. A train. I don't know where. This is the Shipyard Pub where you can get swap and go LPG, and very congenial atmosphere and friendly staff, and so great place to stop and have a beer. got one ring of